have been evil in the courtroom, Bannon.
So we wrapped up today, as you saw. I think that the statement that Mr. Bannon made through me is a very important one, because he made it, not because I said it. And that is, he's wanted at all times. He wanted to testify before Congress. He told them from the very first letter he would comply if they go before a judge and the judge orders him, orders that the executive privilege wasn't valid. As simple as that. He's not someone who thought he was above the law ever. He's not someone who ignored a subpoena. At all times he communicated with them. And today he made a statement that once the judge cut out all of the defenses in the case, he wasn't able to ever tell his story. The story of this case is, this is why I said from the first day, I think all of you should think about how it might impact on you. You're a layperson who gets a subpoena and you hire an experienced lawyer. It's not an intuitive process. The lawyer tells you executive privilege has been invoked. You may not comply with that subpoena. Not you have a choice, not think about it. You may not comply. I don't think it's reasonable to expect a non-lawyer especially, but any other person, to then say to the lawyer, you don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to comply. Mr. Bannon respected executive privilege. He respects the Constitution, the separation of powers principle. His view was he's caught in the middle, his hands are tied, and that was the view of his lawyer. It's not his privilege to waive. If it were, he would have spoken. You didn't see him taking the Fifth Amendment privilege before any committee. He told them, go before a judge, the judge rules on privilege, I will testify. And so today that was the same pitch that he made to the court. That is, I want to testify because I want to tell the story of this case for other people also. But that wasn't permitted. I think what you saw today is one more time, remarkably, this judge said something. I think it's a great testament to this judge and his humility and his thought process. He said, he acknowledged that he's ruled out the defenses, but on the primary defense of advice of counsel, he said now for about the sixth time that his hands are tied by a D.C. Circuit decision from 1961. Today he said he's not sure that that's right. The other day he said he doesn't think that that decision comports with modern day jurisprudence on willfulness, and frankly not even with the traditional standard, but that he's bound by that case. It's going to make it very interesting going forward in this case. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one last thing. I just want to make sure everybody understands. Of any person in the Trump administration, Stephen K. Bannon has testified, 30 hours in front of the Mueller Commission? I think 20 hours in front of Schiff in the House Intelligence Committee in the SCIF, and then in front of the Senate Intelligence. I think over 50 hours of testimony, every time the exact same way. Executive privilege, a lawyer was engaged, they worked it out, and every time, every single time, more than anybody else in the Trump administration, and quite frankly, even McGahn and Reince, those guys aggregate, Stephen K. Bannon testified. So you heard it laid out today. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. By the way, one last thing. I stand with Trump and the Constitution. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bannon, what did you tell the president on the 2 phone calls?